Hey guys, it's Jonathan from Bullet Motorsports. Right next to me, we have a 1956 Ford panel truck. It was owned by a famous bassist, but before we get into that, I want you to be sure to like and subscribe so we can give you more content. Back to this panel truck. I don't know if you guys remember that band Green Day.
Don't wanna be an American idiot.
Well, this was Mike Dirnt's personal panel truck. He bought this thing and had it for over a decade. And what I've been told is it has over $150,000 invested into it. I don't know if you remember the album Dookie, which was released in '94, but they had a special song that was after number 14, FOD. And it was that song that went like, I'm all by myself. Well, right now I'm all by myself with this panel truck, so let's go ahead and walk around it and go over it. As you look at the exterior, you're gonna notice a two-tone design. This is actually a wrap. So this is a sticker on top of the red paint. Front chrome is in excellent condition, and wait till I pop this hood. You're gonna be blown away, literally. 532 inches of amazing. The chrome on this car is show quality, and then underneath it, it has a TCI suspension setup, so it's a full frame, 4-link in the rear, coilovers on all 4 corners. Check out that Camaro. Awesome. 4-link on all 4 corners. It's got 4-wheel disc brakes with billet, with like chromed out calipers. American racing wheels that are staggered on Nitto tires. Come over here so that the wind won't hit the microphone. Panel trucks are just amazing because you could put so much stuff in them. You could use it for advertising, but this particular one has 600 horsepower. So let's go ahead and go to the front. Hopefully the wind's not getting into the microphone. That's what I was worried about. How cool, you pull it forward and then you lift it up. What do you think's inside there? A big motor. So this is powered by a 532-inch motor with a scat crank. So essentially this thing pushes around 600 horsepower. It has a billet serpentine setup. It has a full exhaust, which looks amazing. So it looks like it crosses into the center into a single MagnaFlow exhaust and then rolls out the sides right before the tires. The frame, super stiff, runs like a factory car, so you can jump in it and it feels like an original, like a modern Cadillac. And then when you get on this thing, it hooks. That 4-link works perfect. You've got a complete custom radiator. You've got everything's polished, by the way. This is your air compressor for your air condition, your compressor for your AC. And then you've got a big pump here because of the cam. This will pump and allow you to have your power brakes. You can see the suspension under here, and then look in our gallery, you'll be able to see how nice it is. I don't know if you see that, it's a tubular setup with a rack and pinion. Let me go ahead and close it, and then we will go to the passenger side so we can get out of the wind, and then to the rear. When you look underneath this car, that's when you're gonna see the beauty of it. So it looks like a 56 panel truck, but as you go further into it, it's unbelievable. All the step rails, so on that frame that's underneath there, they have it already set with the frame, with the step mounts. So all you do is mount everything on it, mount your body on it, and you're good to go. Look at how nice those American racing wheels look there. And then you can see the brake calipers that are, those are chromed brake calipers, amazing. And you can see the frame underneath there, it's all perfect. And there's 2 kill switches back there. I'm gonna open up the door for you. And by the way, the paint underneath here is extremely nice. It's red, and you'll see it flow through the body of the truck. Take a look at how nice the interior is. You can see that color. This is the original color that's underneath this wrap. This wrap costs $5,000 or $6,000 is what I'm told. You can see how nice the restoration was. All the bolts have not been painted. There's the original lock mechanism, so when you release it. And then look inside there. Look at how comfortable those seats are. You've got a custom stereo that was about $9,000 that was installed in 2018. And then what we'll do is, if you want, crawl inside there and open up the 2 doors. And then then you can come back out and we'll show you the rears so you can see how nice those wheels look. How cool is this? So I understand why Mike bought this truck. He could put everything in here. You could put your amplifiers, all your equipment, and go from coast to coast with it. It originally had a 460 in it, and then that's the motor that they rebuilt and put that they built it out to a 532. Come take a look at the rear. See those wheels back there? They're staggered. So those American racing wheels are staggered in the rear, and then you've got your true dual exhaust coming out the sides, and it sounds unreal. We'll definitely take it for a test drive and show you what she can do. Look at how nice this is. You can just put whatever you want in there. We'll put the poster board in there. This also comes with documentation, and this was actually a magazine car, obviously, because Mike Dirnt owned it. Here's a nice little poster board. That's what it looks like underneath the paint, or underneath the wrap. These floor mats are for in case you're going to put anything in here. But all of the build quality is unbelievable, and there's subwoofers inside that. They're hidden right there. Let me go ahead and close this. Look at how nice that show quality chrome is, and I want you to put the camera underneath this truck. I don't know if you can see that. It's got a 9-inch. You got your coilover set up, and then there's that exhaust I was talking about. These are your reverse lights, and you can see the brake setup. It's just awesome. Panhard bar. It's a show car with an old body on it. You got to have the signature old guys rule. Let me go ahead and jump in there and start it up so you can hear it. Oh, come take a look at this. Of course, your 56 panel truck needs an auto start button. You just push your foot on the brake. That's amazing. Custom grand steering wheel, custom gauges throughout. So you've got your oil pressure, your temperature, 8,000 miles since this thing was put together. The voltage is right there, it's running properly, and there's your fuel gauge. You have vintage air, and then you have your custom stereo, and it sounds unreal. When we go for the test drive, I'll crank it up for you. You can, let's see.
They would like to change
Sounds really, really good. There's 2 speakers here. There's 2 in the door panel that you can see right there. And all the wiring is professional, so you can't see it, it's hidden. All of your windows work as they should, nice and tinted. And then that's your release for your door. Listen to the exhaust. Oh yeah, let's go for a ride. We're inside the panel truck right now. You can feel the engine. I mean, it's just raw power. We got 60 pounds of oil pressure. It is at temperature. Here's your stereo setup. So they made a custom box here to hold it with cup holders. And then what's neat is this stereo, or I'm sorry, this alarm setup is right here. It's a handheld. You leave it in your cup holder, and that's when you're able to operate this button right here. So I can turn it off. Shuts right off. Then you've got your horn right here. That's pretty cool. Let me fire it off again. So you let go of the brake, put your foot on it. Amazing. Stereo sounds unbelievable. Well, when it turns on. And then look at so if you go in reverse, you've got your camera for the rear, and then you also have a collision camera that's custom built in right here. So if you're going down the road and someone decides to brake check you and there is an accident, you've got your protection there. And it also will capture if you see someone doing something silly, you can put it on YouTube. You've got your glove box right here. There's your VIN plate. And then you've got an ashtray that has been completely refurbished. And then this just covers it. There's nothing wrong with the dash underneath this. It's extremely clean, but this is just to protect it from the sun if you go to a car show. This is what this thing's made for. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in the drive, and we'll take it for a spin. Let me turn this radio off. Look at the headliner too. This is all custom. I've never seen a panel truck like this. Have you?
No.
I've seen ones that are ratty. This thing looks so cool, and then it's got all modern suspension underneath it. Also, the power's laid out by an E40D transmission because originally it had a C6. That's not going to hold up to 600 horsepower. This thing is a little rocket ship. All right, I'm going to turn here, and then when I get straight, I'll get on the gas. So you could, I mean, this thing's, you would never expect this thing to do this. Oh my God. 600 horses in a paddy wagon. You could deliver anything. If you guys have any questions, give us a call about this car, 954-363-2261.